Throughout American automotive history, trucks have been known for their ruggedness, power, and utility. However, not all trucks lived up to that reputation. Some models lacked the durability, reliability, and performance needed for serious work, making them more of a liability than an asset. For budget-conscious buyers, these trucks were often the only option, forcing them to settle for poorly made, underpowered, or impractical vehicles. Here are 11 of America's most useless trucks that were only available to low-income buyers, and each one failed to get the job done, making life difficult for their owners.
Dear viewer, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support.
Number 11, the Chevrolet Corvair Ramside was an innovative pickup truck produced from 1961 to 1965, blending utility with the distinctiveness of the Corvair line. Designed with a rear-engine layout and a unique side ramp for loading, the Ramside was an attempt by Chevrolet to push the boundaries of what a pickup could be. However, despite its clever design, the vehicle faced significant mechanical issues and safety criticisms, leaving it with a tarnished legacy. The Corvair Ramside had an unconventional shape with a cab-forward design, placing the driver and passenger close to the front of the vehicle. Its standout feature was the side ramp on the right side of the bed, which could fold down for easier loading and unloading, making it ideal for small businesses and delivery services. The body was sleek for a truck, reflecting the styling of the Corvair cars, with smooth, rounded lines rather than the boxy look of most pickups at the time. The interior was Spartan, with basic seating and minimal amenities. It featured a simple dashboard similar to the Corvair passenger cars, with straightforward instrumentation and limited comfort features. While the cabin was large for a compact pickup, noise from the engine and the lack of soundproofing made it far from a relaxing ride. The Ramside was powered by an air-cooled flat-six engine mounted in the rear, with engine options starting at 80 horsepower and going up to around 95 horsepower. Though unique for a pickup, the rear engine layout created significant weight distribution issues, leading to handling problems. Both manual and automatic transmission options were available, but the manual versions were preferred by drivers looking for more control over the modest engine power. The truck's rear-engine design contributed to overheating problems, especially under heavy loads. The lack of engine cooling led to frequent breakdowns, making the truck unreliable for long trips or commercial use. Poor weight distribution caused oversteer and unpredictable handling, especially on slippery roads, which hurt the truck's reputation. The Ramside featured an independent suspension at all four corners, which improved ride quality compared to traditional trucks with leaf springs. However, the rear weight bias meant the truck was prone to oversteering, especially when driving empty, creating significant safety concerns. Braking performance was adequate but not outstanding. The truck relied on drum brakes all around, which were prone to fading under repeated use. The Ramside's innovative design and loading ramp were initially praised by niche customers, especially delivery drivers and tradespeople. However, as reliability issues and handling concerns emerged, buyers began to lose confidence. Traditional pickups like the Ford F-Series and Chevrolet C10 offered more reliability and greater utility. The Volkswagen Type 2 Transporter also competed in the same market, offering a rear-engine design but with better balance and reliability. The rear-engine layout meant that most of the truck's weight sat over the rear axle, making the front end light and difficult to control. Drivers often complained of oversteer and unpredictable handling at higher speeds or in poor weather conditions. The air-cooled engine was prone to overheating, especially when carrying heavy loads or driving in hot climates. This made the truck unsuitable for many commercial applications, limiting its appeal. Repairs were complicated by the unusual engine placement, and many mechanics were unfamiliar with the rear engine setup. The vehicle required frequent maintenance, further hurting its reliability. Chevrolet ended production of the Ramside in 1965, partly due to poor sales and safety concerns. The vehicle's reputation was also harmed by Ralph Nader's book, Unsafe at Any Speed, which criticized the Corvair lineup's safety flaws. While the Corvair Ramside never achieved mainstream success, it has since gained a small following among collectors who appreciate its quirky design and unusual engineering. Restored models are relatively rare and attract attention at classic car shows, but finding replacement parts can be difficult. The Chevrolet Corvair Ramside was an intriguing experiment in pickup design, offering unique features like the side-loading ramp and a rear-engine layout. Unfortunately, its poor handling, overheating problems, and safety concerns overshadowed its innovative qualities. While it has earned a place in automotive history as a curious footnote, the Ramside ultimately failed to deliver the reliability and performance expected of a practical work vehicle. Number 10. The Dodge A100 pickup, produced from 1964 to 1970, was part of Chrysler's attempt to offer a compact, versatile truck during a time when cab-over designs were becoming trendy. With its cab-over engine (COE) layout, the A100 was marketed as an agile and space-efficient alternative to traditional trucks. While the design allowed for a small footprint and maximized cargo space, it also introduced significant stability issues and ride discomfort that hindered the truck's success. The A100 had a distinct cab-forward design, with the cab sitting directly over the front wheels and the engine tucked beneath the front seats. The styling was simple and boxy, reflecting the forward control aesthetic seen in other cab-over vehicles of the era, such as the Ford Econoline and Chevrolet Corvair Greenbrier. Its compact size and short wheelbase made it ideal for navigating tight urban spaces and appealed to small businesses and tradespeople. The cabin was cramped due to the engine placement, with minimal insulation to block heat and noise from the motor beneath the seats. Seating was basic, with 2 seats in the front, and some models offered an optional bench seat for 3 passengers. Controls and instrumentation were rudimentary, and the ride was noisy and uncomfortable. The A100 was available with several engines, including a 170 cubic inch slant 6 and a 225 cubic inch slant 6 engine, both known for their durability. Later models offered a 273 cubic inch 4.5 liter V8 option, adding more power but exacerbating stability issues. Transmission options included a 3-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic. The manual shifter was floor-mounted in early models and later moved to a dash-mounted column for convenience. Despite the available V8 engine, the A100 struggled with stability and handling due to its cab-over design, which placed most of the weight on the front axle. The compact truck's short wheelbase made it prone to nosediving during braking and oversteering on sharp turns. Wind resistance at higher speeds also affected stability, especially on the highway. The cab-over layout, with the driver and passengers sitting directly above the front axle, resulted in a jolting ride, as every bump on the road was felt through the seats. The suspension system was not tuned to provide a smooth ride, making the truck uncomfortable for long trips or daily driving. The front heavy weight distribution led to poor handling, especially under load. Sudden stops could cause the truck to pitch forward, making it hard to control. With its high center of gravity and narrow track, the A100 was also vulnerable to tipping during sharp turns or in windy conditions. The A100 was primarily marketed to businesses, tradespeople, and delivery services looking for a compact, versatile truck. Its size and maneuverability were appealing for urban use, but stability issues limited its broader appeal. The A100 faced stiff competition from the Ford Econoline pickup, which shared a similar cab-over design but offered slightly better handling. It also competed with the Chevrolet Corvair Rampside, which had a rear-engine layout and unique loading capabilities, but suffered from its own set of problems. The slant 6 engines were generally reliable and easy to maintain, contributing to the truck's appeal among budget-conscious buyers. However, engine access was inconvenient due to its placement beneath the cab, making repairs and maintenance more difficult than on conventional trucks. The cab-over design placed the driver dangerously close to the front of the vehicle, with little protection in the event of a collision. The truck lacked modern safety features like crumple zones or airbags, leaving occupants vulnerable in accidents. The jarring ride also contributed to driver fatigue, making it difficult to operate the truck for extended periods. Production of the Dodge A100 pickup ended in 1970 as Chrysler shifted focus to more conventional truck designs, such as the Dodge D-Series. The market for cab-over pickups dwindled, with most manufacturers moving away from the layout due to safety and comfort concerns. Today, the A100 pickup enjoys a niche following among collectors who appreciate its quirky design and retro appeal. Restored models are often displayed at vintage car shows, and the truck has gained some pop culture recognition thanks to appearances in TV shows like That 70s Show. The 1964 to 1970 Dodge A100 pickup was a bold experiment in cab-over-truck design, offering compact size and practicality. However, the jarring ride, stability issues, and safety concerns overshadowed its utility, limiting its success. While it found a niche among urban drivers and small businesses, the A100's design flaws ultimately kept it from becoming a mainstream hit. Today, it remains an oddball from an era of automotive experimentation, remembered more for its quirks than its performance. Number 9. The Jeep FC150 Forward Control 150, produced from 1957 to 1966, is a distinctive vehicle that showcases Jeep's innovative approach to truck design. With its unique cab-over configuration, the FC150 stands out for its compact size and unconventional looks, but it also faced criticism for its performance and utility. Jeep, part of Willys Overland, later American Motors Corporation, built on the Jeep utility chassis, compact cab-over pickup truck. The Jeep FC150 was introduced as part of Jeep's Forward Control series, which aimed to provide a compact yet versatile utility vehicle. The design focused on maximizing cargo space while maintaining a smaller overall footprint, making it appealing for urban and industrial use. Targeted at businesses and individuals needing a nimble and maneuverable vehicle for light-duty tasks, the FC150 aimed to carve out a niche in the compact truck segment. The FC150 is most notable for its cab-over design, which places the driver directly above the front axle. This design gives it a distinct, almost cartoonish appearance that sets it apart from traditional pickups. The flat front windshield and boxy body design contributed to its utilitarian aesthetic, but many considered it strange-looking compared to more conventional trucks. The interior was basic, designed primarily for functionality. It featured simple controls and a straightforward dashboard with limited instrumentation. The seating capacity was typically limited to 2, and the interior space felt cramped due to the cab-over design, which prioritized cargo space over passenger comfort. The FC150 was equipped with a 134 cubic inch, 2.2-liter inline-4 engine, producing around 75 horsepower. This engine provided adequate performance for light-duty tasks, but was often criticized for being underpowered, particularly when loaded. The vehicle came with a 3-speed manual transmission, which was standard for vehicles of its time. An optional overdrive unit was available to improve highway cruising capability. The FC150's compact design contributed to good maneuverability, especially in tight urban environments. However, its ride quality was less than ideal, with a stiff suspension that made for a bumpy ride, particularly when unladen. While it was capable of light off-road use, the performance was not on par with larger, more robust Jeep models. The FC150 was built with a rugged frame and durable components, typical of Jeep vehicles. However, the compact design did not lend itself well to heavy-duty applications. Many owners reported issues with rust and build quality over time, particularly in regions with harsh weather conditions. While it was generally reliable for light use, its long-term durability could be questionable. The FC150 faced competition from other compact pickups and utility vehicles, a compact utility vehicle with better off-road capabilities, a light-duty pickup that offered a more conventional design. Sales of the FC150 were modest, as the unusual design limited its appeal to a broader audience. While it found a niche among businesses and enthusiasts, it struggled to compete with more conventional trucks. The Jeep FC150 was discontinued in 1966 as part of a broader shift in Jeep's product offerings. The changing market demands and the need for more modern designs led to the eventual phasing out of the FC series. Today, the Jeep FC150 is a sought-after classic among collectors and vintage vehicle enthusiasts. Its unique design and historical significance contribute to its nostalgic appeal. The Jeep FC150, 1957 to 1966, represents an innovative approach to compact truck design prioritizing cargo space and maneuverability. However, its underwhelming performance, limited utility, and quirky appearance hindered its success in the broader market. Despite its shortcomings, the FC150 remains a beloved part of Jeep's history, celebrated for its distinctiveness and unique contribution to the automotive landscape. Its legacy lives on among enthusiasts who appreciate its unconventional design and compact capabilities. Number 8, the Studebaker Champ, 1960 to 1964, was an ambitious attempt by the struggling Studebaker Corporation to re-enter the competitive light truck market. Unfortunately, the Champ suffered from several flaws right from launch. With outdated technology, reliability concerns, and mismatched styling elements, the Champ failed to capture a significant share of the pickup market. By the late 1950s, Studebaker sought to update its outdated truck lineup to compete with more modern pickups from Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. With limited resources, the company decided to base the new Champ on parts from its car lineup to cut costs. The goal was to create a versatile light truck by blending car-like styling with truck utility. However, the result was a compromise that left the Champ with awkward aesthetics and obsolete underpinnings. One of the most criticized aspects of the Champ was its reliance on car parts. The cab was directly adapted from the Studebaker Lark compact sedan, giving the truck a mismatched appearance that many found awkward. While the front end, with its wide grille, attempted to look modern, the design didn't align well with the truck bed, resulting in an unbalanced, almost cobbled-together look. One positive design feature was the slide-out cargo bed option, known as the Space Side, which borrowed tooling from Dodge. However, it was introduced too late to significantly boost sales. The Champ's cab was more comfortable than most trucks of the era, with features from the Lark sedan, including padded seats and optional upholstery upgrades. Unfortunately, the focus on comfort didn't align with the rugged demands of truck buyers. The dash was simple and lacked many gauges found in competitors' trucks, giving it an outdated feel. The Champ came with a range of engines, though many were outdated and lacked the power needed for serious work. Engine options produced a meager 90 horsepower, making it underpowered for most hauling tasks. Produced around 180 horsepower, giving it better performance. But reliability issues emerged over time. Provided more power, but was too late to change the Champ's fortunes. Available transmissions included 3-speed manual and 4-speed manual options, along with a limited availability of an automatic transmission. While competitors were modernizing their transmissions, the Champ relied on outdated technology. The ride quality was decent on paved roads, thanks to the Lark-based suspension, but the Champ struggled off-road or under heavy loads due to its car-like underpinnings. It lacked the towing and hauling capabilities that buyers expected from full-size trucks, making it a poor choice for commercial users. The Champ developed a reputation for mechanical problems, particularly with the inline-6 engine, which was prone to overheating and gasket failures. Many buyers reported problems with panel fitment and rust. The truck's design, especially the reworked cab and bed, showed signs of cost-cutting measures that compromised durability. Even when new, the Champ felt outdated compared to Ford's F-Series and Chevrolet's CK trucks, which offered more modern features and better performance, offered a wider range of configurations and better reliability. Known for its durability and superior technology, provided better performance and more rugged utility. The Champ struggled in the marketplace due to its odd styling and reputation for poor reliability. Buyers found more value in offerings from Ford and Chevrolet, which had more refined and capable trucks. The Champ was discontinued in 1964 as Studebaker was unable to keep up with the competition. The failure of the Champ was one of many setbacks that contributed to Studebaker's eventual exit from the automotive market in 1966. Today, the Champ is a niche collectible, appreciated by some for its quirky design and as a relic of Studebaker's final years. However, it remains overshadowed by other trucks of its era. The Studebaker Champ is remembered as a flawed attempt to modernize a failing truck lineup. Its reliance on obsolete technology, awkward design, and reliability issues made it unappealing to buyers at the time. While it holds some nostalgic value today, the Champ serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by small manufacturers trying to compete in the rapidly evolving American automotive market of the 1960s. Number 7, the Ford Courier was a compact pickup truck produced from 1972 to 1982. It was built in collaboration with Mazda and primarily based on the Mazda B-Series trucks. The Ford Courier was essentially a rebranded version of the Mazda B-Series trucks. Ford's partnership with Mazda during this period allowed it to offer a compact pickup in a growing market segment without developing a completely new vehicle from the ground up. The early 1970s saw a shift in consumer preferences towards smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles, largely due to the oil crisis. This led to an increased demand for compact pickups like the Courier, which offered a balance of utility and efficiency. The Courier featured a straightforward, boxy design typical of the era, with minimal flair or aesthetics aimed at style. Headlights were positioned in a simple rectangular setup, and the grille was modest and functional. The cargo bed was relatively short compared to larger trucks, aligning with its compact classification. The interior was basic and utilitarian, with limited features. Early models included vinyl seats and minimal dashboard instrumentation. Options were sparse. Air conditioning and higher-end audio systems were not standard, reflecting the truck's focus on affordability. Available trim levels varied over the years, with the base model being very stripped down and higher trims offering slightly more comfort features, but still lacking in sophistication. The initial 1.6-liter engine was adequate for light duties, but became a major point of frustration for consumers who expected more power, especially in a pickup truck setting. The later 2.0-liter engine provided some improvements in performance, but remained underwhelming compared to competitors. The Courier had a modest payload capacity suitable for light hauling. However, its underpowered engine limited its towing capabilities, making it less appealing for those needing a workhorse. While the smaller engines did provide better fuel economy than larger trucks, consumers often felt that the trade-off in power was too significant, leading to a less favorable driving experience. The Courier's susceptibility to rust was a significant complaint among owners. Factors included the use of low-quality materials and inadequate rust-proofing during manufacturing. This issue led to many Couriers facing premature deterioration, particularly in regions with harsh winters and road salt exposure. While some owners reported decent longevity if maintained properly, the overall reputation of the Courier suffered due to its tendency to rust and a perceived lack of durability in components like the suspension and body panels. The Ford Courier faced competition from a range of compact pickups, known for its stronger engine options and better build quality. Renowned for its reliability and resale value, offered a larger, more robust alternative in the compact truck segment. Despite its shortcomings, the Courier saw steady sales during its production run. However, as consumer expectations evolved and competition intensified, Ford recognized the need to enhance its offerings. The Courier was discontinued in 1982, making way for the Ford Ranger, which featured more modern design and performance attributes that appealed to a broader audience. Today, the Ford Courier holds a niche status among classic truck enthusiasts. While it is often viewed through the lens of its flaws, some appreciate it for its simplicity and connection to the early days of compact pickups. The Ford Courier, 1972 to 1982, remains an emblematic example of an underperforming compact pickup that struggled against competition in terms of power, build quality, and overall appeal. While it served its purpose for budget-conscious buyers in its time, its legacy is overshadowed by the more capable and reliable options that emerge in the following decades. Number 6, the GMC Sprint, produced from 1971 to 1977, was GMC's attempt to enter the car-based pickup market, primarily as a badge-engineered version of the Chevrolet El Camino. Based on the Chevrolet Chevelle platform, car-based pickup coupe utility, the GMC Sprint was introduced in response to the popularity of the Chevrolet El Camino, which combined the features of a passenger car and a pickup truck. GMC aimed to capture a share of the growing market for versatile vehicles that offered both utility and comfort. The Sprint was marketed primarily to consumers seeking a practical vehicle that could serve both as a daily driver and a light-duty work truck. However, it struggled to differentiate itself from its Chevrolet counterpart, and often played second fiddle to the El Camino. The GMC Sprint featured a similar overall silhouette to the Chevrolet El Camino, characterized by its coupe-like roofline and integrated cargo bed. Design elements included a prominent grille and sleek lines, but the aesthetic was generally considered less distinctive than that of the El Camino. The interior of the Sprint was largely identical to the El Camino, featuring a simple dashboard layout and basic seating options. Trim levels were offered, but like many GM vehicles of the era, interior quality could be hit or miss, with some models utilizing lower-grade materials. A base 250 cubic inch 4.1-liter inline-six engine, producing around 105 horsepower. Optional V8 engines, including the 307 cubic inch 5.0-liter and 350 cubic inch 5.7 liters engines, providing more power but often criticized for being underwhelming in terms of performance compared to competitors. The Sprint came with a standard 3-speed manual transmission with the option for a 3-speed automatic. However, the powertrain options did not significantly enhance the overall driving experience. While the Sprint had decent handling for a car-based pickup, the ride quality could be compromised, especially when carrying heavy loads. The rear suspension was designed more for comfort than heavy-duty use, limiting its utility. The Sprint was considered to have average build quality for its time, with many units suffering from common issues such as rust, particularly around the wheel wells and undercarriage. While some owners reported decent longevity, others noted that the Sprint could be prone to mechanical issues, particularly in the engine and transmission areas. The GMC Sprint faced competition from various models, the more popular and better recognized model often overshadowing the Sprint. Another car-based pickup that offered strong performance options and had a loyal following. Introduced later in the 1980s, this model combined pickup utility with car-like comfort, but emerged after the Sprint's production ended. Despite its potential appeal, the GMC Sprint never achieved the sales success of the El Camino, often viewed as a less desirable option due to its lack of unique identity and character. The GMC Sprint was discontinued in 1977, largely due to declining sales and changing consumer preferences. GMC would eventually shift focus toward more traditional truck offerings. Today, the Sprint is often seen as a curious footnote in automotive history. While it has its fans among collectors and enthusiasts, it is frequently overshadowed by more popular models like the El Camino. The GMC Sprint, 1971 to 1977, represents a missed opportunity in the car-based pickup segment. With its badge-engineered origins and few distinctive qualities, it struggled to find a foothold in a competitive market. While it provided a practical option for buyers seeking a car pickup hybrid, its shortcomings in performance, build quality, and brand identity left it lacking in redeeming qualities compared to its rivals. Number 5, the Dodge Rampage, produced from 1982 to 1984, was a compact pickup truck that represented Chrysler's foray into the small truck market during a time of changing consumer preferences. Based on the Chrysler K platform compact front-wheel drive pickup truck, the Dodge Rampage was developed during the early 1980s, a time when there was a shift towards more fuel-efficient vehicles due to rising fuel prices. The Rampage was intended to meet the demand for compact vehicles that could offer both utility and everyday practicality. The Rampage was positioned as a small truck alternative, aimed at buyers who needed light hauling capabilities without the bulk of traditional pickups. It was marketed to a younger audience looking for a versatile vehicle that could handle daily driving and light-duty tasks. The Rampage featured a distinctive, sporty appearance that set it apart from traditional pickups. It had a hatchback-style cargo bed, which was unusual for a truck, and a sloping roofline that gave it a car-like silhouette. The front-end design included a bold grille and wraparound headlights, contributing to a more modern look compared to contemporaries. The interior was relatively basic but functional, with a straightforward dashboard layout that prioritized utility. It offered seating for up to 3 passengers. Materials used in the cabin were generally lower quality, reflecting its budget-friendly positioning. Features such as air conditioning and power options were available, but often not standard. The Rampage was equipped with a 2.2-liter 4-cylinder engine, producing about 96 horsepower. In 1984, a turbocharged version became available, offering a bit more power at around 142 horsepower. The engine was designed for fuel efficiency rather than performance, making it suitable for light driving but not for heavy hauling. The Rampage came with either a 4-speed manual transmission or a 3-speed automatic transmission. Both options were deemed adequate but not particularly engaging to drive. Being front-wheel drive, the Rampage provided good traction in various conditions. However, its light frame and underpowered engine limited its capabilities in towing and hauling. The suspension was designed for comfort in everyday driving rather than heavy loads, resulting in a somewhat soft ride. Overall, build quality was average for its class. Some owners reported issues with rust, particularly in the wheel wells and undercarriage. The use of lower-cost materials contributed to a perception of cheapness in the interior. While many Rampages were reliable for everyday use, the limited engine power and front-wheel drive configuration made them unsuitable for heavier-duty tasks. The Dodge Rampage faced competition from various compact and small pickup models, known for its better towing capabilities and available V6 engine. Another compact truck that offered a range of engines and was more popular among buyers offered a solid combination of performance and reliability in the compact truck segment. Sales of the Rampage were modest, and the truck struggled to gain significant traction in a competitive market dominated by more capable alternatives. The Dodge Rampage was discontinued after the 1984 model year, as Chrysler shifted its focus toward more traditional trucks and vans. Today, the Rampage has a small but dedicated following among collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate its unique design and concept as a compact truck. Its rarity makes it an interesting choice for those seeking an unconventional vehicle. The Dodge Rampage, 1982 to 1984, stands as a unique example of a compact front-wheel drive truck that aimed to blend the convenience of a car with the utility of a pickup. However, its lack of towing and hauling power, combined with a less than robust build quality, limited its appeal in the marketplace. While it offered a fresh alternative during its production run, the Rampage ultimately fell short of establishing a lasting legacy in the competitive compact truck segment. Number 4. The AMC Jeep Gladiator, produced from 1962 to 1971, was a significant model in the Jeep lineup, representing a shift towards more rugged and utilitarian vehicles. While it garnered a loyal following, it also faced criticism for its ride quality and outdated technology. Here's a detailed overview of the Gladiator, including its design, performance, and overall reception. Based on the Jeep Wagoneer and the Jeep CJ Series full-size pickup truck, the Jeep Gladiator was introduced in 1962 as a response to the growing demand for rugged, off-road capable pickup trucks. It was designed to appeal to both commercial and recreational users, combining the durability of Jeep's four-wheel drive systems with the utility of a pickup. Positioned as a versatile vehicle for both work and leisure, the Gladiator aimed to compete with other full-size pickups, including models from Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. The Gladiator featured a boxy and utilitarian design typical of trucks from the era, with a prominent front grille and flat body panels. Available in various configurations, including regular and long bed options, the Gladiator's cargo area was designed for maximum utility. The interior was basic and functional, with a straightforward dashboard and minimal amenities. Seating was typically vinyl or cloth, with few luxury options. Instrumentation was simple, lacking the advanced features found in competing models, contributing to the perception of outdated technology. The Gladiator offered a range of engine options throughout its production run, including a 232 cubic inch, 3.8-liter, inline-six engine producing around 145 horsepower, a 258 cubic inch, 4.2-liter, inline-six engine introduced later, which provided better torque and performance. 8 options included the 327 cubic inch, 5.4-liter engine, which delivered approximately 255 horsepower, enhancing towing and hauling capabilities. Available transmissions included a 3-speed manual and an optional automatic transmission, both of which were adequate but not particularly sophisticated compared to competitors. The Gladiator was built for off-road performance, which resulted in a rough ride on paved surfaces. Its leaf spring suspension setup contributed to a bumpy driving experience, especially when unladen. While it excelled in rugged terrain, the trade-off was a less comfortable ride on city streets and highways. The Gladiator was built with durability in mind, using a sturdy frame and robust components designed to withstand heavy use. However, the lack of rust-proofing measures in earlier models led to corrosion issues, particularly in regions with harsh winters. Generally, the Gladiator was considered reliable for its intended use, although some owners reported issues with the engine and drivetrain, particularly in older models. The Jeep Gladiator faced competition from a variety of full-size pickups, known for its wide range of options and solid performance. A dominant player in the pickup market with a loyal following, offered distinctive styling and good performance for various needs. The Gladiator enjoyed moderate sales, particularly among off-road enthusiasts. However, its rough ride and lack of advanced features limited its broader appeal. The Jeep Gladiator was discontinued in 1971 as AMC shifted its focus toward more modern vehicles. It was replaced in the Jeep lineup by the Jeep J-Series trucks. Today, the Gladiator is appreciated by collectors and enthusiasts for its classic design and rugged capabilities. Its unique place in Jeep history makes it a sought-after vehicle among vintage truck enthusiasts. The AMC Jeep Gladiator, 1962 to 1971, represents a distinctive chapter in the evolution of pickup trucks, combining Jeep's legendary off-road capabilities with the utility of a full-size truck. While it was often criticized for its rough ride and outdated technology, its rugged construction and loyal following have helped it maintain a place in automotive history. The Gladiator remains a testament to Jeep's commitment to building tough vehicles that can handle both work and play, even if it struggled to compete with more modern offerings of its. Number 3, the Ford Econoline pickup, produced from 1961 to 1967, is an interesting chapter in the history of American pickup trucks. Known for its unconventional cab-over design, the Econoline was distinctive and practical, but faced criticism regarding its payload capacity and overall utility. Based on the Ford Econoline van platform compact cab-over pickup truck, the Ford Econoline pickup was introduced as part of Ford's new line of compact vans and pickups. The Econoline line aimed to provide a more maneuverable alternative to traditional pickup trucks, appealing to small businesses and urban users. Positioned as a light-duty pickup, the Econoline was designed for small businesses, delivery services, and tradespeople who required a compact and versatile vehicle for urban environments. The most notable feature of the Econoline pickup was its cab-over design, which placed the driver above the front axle, providing a unique and distinctive silhouette. This design allowed for a shorter overall length while maximizing cargo space. The front-end styling included a flat windshield and simple boxy lines, which were typical of the era. The interior was basic and functional, with a minimalist dashboard that included essential gauges and controls. Seating was typically limited to the driver and one passenger, with vinyl upholstery for durability. The driving position was higher than in traditional pickups, providing good visibility, but the cramped interior could feel uncomfortable over long distances. The Econoline pickup was available with a variety of engine options throughout its production run, including 144 cubic inch, 2.4-liter, inline 6, producing about 85 horsepower, 170 cubic inch, 2.8-liter, inline 6, offering around 101 horsepower, 4 cubic inch, 3.9-liter, inline 6. A more powerful option providing up to 150 horsepower, enhancing performance for hauling and towing. The pickup came with either a 3-speed manual transmission or an optional automatic transmission, which was not common in compact pickups at the time. The cab-over design contributed to a short wheelbase, making the Econoline highly maneuverable, particularly in urban settings. However, its ride quality was often criticized as stiff due to its design and suspension setup. Payload capacity was limited compared to traditional pickups, generally around 1,000 to 1,500 pounds, which restricted its utility for heavier loads. The Econoline was built on a sturdy van chassis, which provided durability but resulted in a somewhat heavier vehicle for its size. Some models experienced rust issues, particularly in areas prone to moisture, which affected long-term reliability. While the Econoline was generally reliable for everyday use, its limited payload capacity and less robust construction compared to full-size trucks meant it was less suitable for heavy-duty tasks. The Econoline faced competition from various compact and light-duty pickups, such as, known for its unique design and cargo capacity, another cab-over pickup with a similar focus on compact utility. Sales of the Econoline pickup were moderate, particularly among urban users who appreciated its compact size and maneuverability. However, its payload limitations and odd design limited its appeal in the broader pickup market. The Ford Econoline pickup was discontinued in 1967, as Ford shifted its focus to more traditional truck designs, and the growing demand for larger pickups made the cab-over concept less viable. Today, the Econoline pickup has gained a cult following among vintage truck enthusiasts and collectors, appreciated for its unique design and historical significance in the evolution of compact pickups. The Ford Econoline pickup, 1961 to 1967, represents an innovative approach to pickup truck design, prioritizing compactness and maneuverability. However, its cab-over configuration, while distinctive, resulted in limited payload capacity and ride comfort. The Econoline remains a noteworthy example of Ford's early efforts to cater to changing consumer needs in a rapidly evolving automotive market, even if it ultimately struggled to compete with traditional pickup designs. Number 2. The Chevrolet El Camino, particularly in its 1970s iterations, is often viewed as a classic example of a car-truck hybrid that prioritized style and aesthetics over utility and performance. Introduced in 1959 and produced in various forms through the decades, the El Camino's 1970s models, especially after the redesign in 1973, embodied the shifting trends in American automotive design during that era. Chevrolet, General Motors. The El Camino was produced in various forms from 1959 to 1987, with significant models in the 1970s being built from 1973 to 1977, based on the Chevrolet Chevelle platform. The 1970s El Camino featured a more elongated and sleek profile compared to earlier models, with a prominent front grille and more rounded edges. The aesthetic appeal was one of its strongest selling points, as it aimed to attract buyers looking for a stylish vehicle. Available in various colors and trim levels, the El Camino offered a range of options that appealed to consumers seeking personalization. The interior was designed with comfort in mind, featuring a spacious cabin with seating for up to 3 passengers. Upholstery was available in various materials, including cloth and vinyl, catering to different tastes and budgets. Dashboard and controls were straightforward, although the focus was more on style than on advanced technology or features. Starting with a 250 cubic inch 4.1-liter inline-6 that produced around 105 horsepower, suitable for basic driving needs. Various V8 options included 307 cubic inch 5.0-liter V8, producing around 280 horsepower, 200 horsepower, 350 cubic inch 5.7-liter V8 available in later years, providing up to 245 horsepower. In the late 1970s, there were also more fuel-efficient small-block V8s as fuel economy became a growing concern. Buyers could choose from 3-speed manual or 3-speed automatic transmissions, which were standard for the era. While the El Camino offered a smoother ride compared to traditional pickups, its handling was less than stellar for heavy-duty tasks. The car-like suspension provided comfort for daily driving, but struggled under heavy loads, making it less suitable for commercial use or serious hauling. The El Camino's design prioritized style, which resulted in limited payload capacity. Most models could handle around 1,000 pounds, making them inadequate for heavy-duty use compared to traditional trucks. The cargo area, while functional, was shorter and narrower than that of full-size pickups, further limiting its utility for serious hauling tasks. Although the El Camino was a stylish option for light hauling and everyday use, it was often criticized for its underwhelming performance, particularly with the smaller engine options. Many buyers found the vehicle lacking in power, especially when fully loaded. A direct competitor that offered similar styling and utility, introduced later, aimed at a similar market segment with a compact design. Despite its limitations, the El Camino enjoyed moderate success, appealing to consumers who valued style and versatility over heavy-duty performance. The 1970s models remained popular among buyers looking for a unique alternative to traditional trucks. The Chevrolet El Camino became an iconic vehicle in American automotive history, often associated with the leisure and lifestyle of the 1970s. Its distinctive look and car-like characteristics set it apart from traditional pickups, influencing the design of future hybrid vehicles. Today, the El Camino is appreciated by collectors and enthusiasts for its unique style and nostalgic value. Restored models from the 1970s are sought after, particularly those with the more powerful V8 engines. The Chevrolet El Camino of the 1970s exemplifies the era's emphasis on style and versatility, appealing to buyers who desired a vehicle that could function as both a car and a light-duty pickup. While it was not suited for heavy-duty use, its distinctive design and blend of comfort and utility have helped it maintain a special place in automotive history. The El Camino continues to be celebrated as a symbol of American innovation and flair in vehicle design, bridging the gap between cars and trucks. Number 1, the Jeep J10, produced from 1974 to 1988, is a full-size pickup truck that holds a unique place in Jeep's history. Known for its rugged construction and off-road capabilities, the J10 also faced criticisms for its reliability and dated design. Based on the Jeep Wagoneer and Cherokee platform's full-size pickup truck, the Jeep J10 was introduced as a successor to the Jeep Gladiator, marking Jeep's continued entry into the pickup market. It was designed to cater to both recreational and utility needs, appealing to off-road enthusiasts and those requiring a functional work vehicle. Positioned as a versatile vehicle for both work and leisure, the J10 aimed to compete with other full-size pickups from manufacturers like Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. The J10 featured a traditional pickup truck design with a boxy, rugged appearance. Its styling was relatively utilitarian, characterized by a straightforward front grille and flat body panels. Available in various cab configurations, including regular and long beds, the J10 offered versatility and cargo space, although its design was often viewed as outdated, especially compared to competitors. The interior of the J10 was functional, but lacked modern amenities found in rival pickups. The dashboard was simple, with basic gauges and controls that reflected the vehicle's utilitarian focus. Seating was generally vinyl or cloth, with options for additional comfort features limited. The cabin space was adequate, but some users found it less refined than that of competing models. The 232 cubic inch, 3.8-liter, and 258 cubic inch, 4.2-liter, inline-six engines were popular choices, with outputs ranging from 145 to 150 horsepower. V8 options included the 304 cubic inch, 5.0-liter, and later the 360 cubic inch, 5.9-liter V8, which produced between 175 to 250 horsepower, depending on the model year and configuration. The J10 offered a range of transmission options, including a 3-speed automatic and 4-speed manual, providing flexibility for different driving preferences. While the J10 was built for off-road capabilities, its ride quality on paved roads was often criticized. The heavy-duty suspension system contributed to a bouncy ride, particularly when the truck was unladen. The J10 was built with a robust frame and components designed to handle rugged terrain. However, its construction sometimes fell short of reliability expectations, particularly in the later years of production. One of the significant criticisms of the J10 was the reliability of its engines. Many owners reported issues with the inline-six and V8 engines, particularly regarding oil leaks and mechanical failures. This reputation for unreliability hurt the model's appeal among potential buyers. Known for a variety of configurations and strong performance, the best-selling truck series, offering reliability and extensive options, recognized for its unique styling and solid performance. Sales of the J10 fluctuated throughout its production run. While it had a loyal following among Jeep enthusiasts, its reliability issues and outdated design limited its appeal in the broader pickup market. The Jeep J10 was discontinued in 1988 as part of AMC's restructuring and the eventual acquisition by Chrysler. The J10 was replaced by the Jeep Comanche, which aimed to offer a more modern compact pickup option. Today, the Jeep J10 is considered a classic among vintage truck enthusiasts and Jeep collectors. Restored models are sought after for their unique design and off-road capabilities. The Jeep J10, 1974 to 1988, remains a notable entry in the full-size pickup segment, reflecting the rugged spirit of the Jeep brand. While it offered solid off-road performance and unique styling, its reliability issues and outdated design hindered its success in a competitive market. The J10's legacy lives on among collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate its blend of utility and Jeep's iconic brand heritage, despite its shortcomings.